It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Respect yourself and others will respect you. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. You cannot open a book without learning something. The superior man is distressed by his want of ability. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. Study the past if you would define the future. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his action. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. The superior man is satisfied and composed. The mean man is always full of distress. He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn towards it. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. The superior man is easy to serve but difficult to please. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. The superior man cannot be known in little matters, but he may be entrusted with great concerns. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of men. If we don't know life, how can we know death? It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. The object of the superior man is truth. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. The firm, the enduring, the simple, and the modest are near to virtue. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Isn't it a pleasure to study and practice what you have learned? If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. If there were one word that could act as a standard of conduct for one's entire life, perhaps it would be reciprocity. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. The superior man is dignified but does not wrangle. He is sociable, but not partisan. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The superior man is distressed by his want of ability. He is not distressed by men's not knowing him. The superior man makes the difficulty to be overcome his first interest. Success only comes later. The superior man does not, even for the space of a single meal, act contrary to virtue. He who merely knows right principles is not equal to him who loves them. The superior man is always calm and at ease. The inferior man is always worried and full of distress. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? The superior man does what is proper to the station in which he is. He does not desire to go beyond this. The superior man understands righteousness. The inferior man understands profit. The way of the superior man is threefold. Virtuous, he is free from anxieties. Wise, he is free from perplexities. Bold, he is free from fear. The superior man seeks what is right, the inferior one what is profitable. To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. He who acts with a constant view to his own advantage will be much murmured against. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. If you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it. This is knowledge. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. To see what is right and not do it is want of courage.